what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers and them re signing Jaxson Hayes and the potential free agency updates that the Lakers will potentially do next after resolving their center positions by obviously signing yesterday Deandre Ayton. And now, when it comes to Jaxson Hayes coming back on a 1 year deal, a veteran minimum, if you will, of the bringing back Jaxson Hayes as the backup for Deandre Ayton going into next season. And I'm going to give you guys my thoughts about that. And, I personally don't like the move of bringing him back, but, guys, we can get to a lot of things of why I don't like it. And maybe there's some positive side of things of why he is back with the Lakers and all that. But, we're going to get into all of that. But before anything and also about free agency and the next steps for the Lakers. And, just basically the question is, who should the Lakers target next? That's the basic headline of the Lakers going into free agency now after resolving their center position, as I mentioned, and just basically who's next. And could we see a trade that could happen for the Lakers to improve the team or not? It's just sort of remains to be seen when it comes to all said and done. But I'm going to get into everything about that. But before anything, like always, please be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe to ZSN on YouTube. I really appreciate the continued love and support you guys have shown me all over social media and, of course, on this channel, ZSN on YouTube. Please continue to show me love and support. Hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and follow me all across social media as well. Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. The links, it's not in this description, but you can find me on my official page on YouTube. Just go to the banner. You will see the links to all my social media sites. So go check me out. We have a big following on Facebook. And of course, hopefully we grow this channel with your love support. We can continue to grow ZSN to the highest heights. So hopefully with your love support, we can make that happen. And for those of you who are joining me, please comment in this live stream. I'll read them out, display them, and give you guys my thoughts and my opinions and answer all your questions about the Lakers and them bringing back Jaxson Hayes and continuing to improve this roster when it comes all said and done. So without further ado, guys, let's just get right into the Lakers and them bringing back Jaxson Hayes. I did not expect this to happen, to be honest with you. If anything, I want a different, fresh start to the Lakers and their rotation players, especially at the center position. Obviously, as the reports show, according to Shams Charania of ESPN, basically free agent center Jaxson Hayes has agreed to a 1 year deal. It's basically a veteran minimum, so that's a good thing. Obviously, I'm glad the Lakers went that route instead of, giving him like a family like offer or whatever it is. But obviously he's coming back as a Los Angeles Laker. Obviously that's reported by his agents. And obviously, as we all know, his agent is the same agent of Luka Doncic and Deandre Ayton. So the relationship of him coming back to the Lakers is obviously the reasoning of why he is coming back to the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes all said and done. You can probably read into that, or you can probably say maybe there was not a lot of free agents out there at the center position that the Lakers found that's a good fit. I honestly wanted, if it was no other way for us to trade for a center, then obviously I would rather had, Al Horford, even though he is 39 years old and all that, but still I think he could bring a lot to the table for the Lakers when it comes to his abilities and his veteran leadership. And of course, just like him being a champion and all that. So I don't know. I just kind of felt, and plus he's not like an elite lob threat, but he can obviously give you a lot to the Lakers organization and just basically the rotation wise if he would have joined the Lakers. But obviously the Lakers didn't go with that route, and obviously they went with Jaxson Hayes. bringing him back. And now, guys, we all know what Jaxson Hayes brings to the table. I mean, for the past 2 years now, he obviously is an athletic big, 7 footer. When it comes all said and done, guys, I mean, he has the capability of showing what he is capable of being with his athleticism, going to the rim and going for dunks and giving opportunities. And what we saw from him and Luka Doncic, I mean, you could tell the chemistry between those two obviously works. We saw a couple of times throughout certain games ever since we traded Anthony Davis for Luka, that his game elevated when Luka was giving him opportunities to show up and give lobs to. So as you can tell, he finished with a 250 plus shots, and he's contested defender at the layups and dunks. That's mainly happened with Luka, giving him those opportunities. And there were times where he did show up at times. When Luka was with him in the lineup. So, but obviously showed that JJ Redick didn't use him in the playoffs, and I was kind of questioning why. But at the same time, we all know that Jaxson Hayes is a guy that when it comes all said and done, he's not a reliable center. When it comes to his availability on the floor, because I don't know if we all know this, and we've probably seen it. When Jaxson Hayes is on the floor, he right away commits fouls. He's like a committing fouls machine. Like if he's in the game for like 3 minutes or 5 minutes into the game, he already has 3 fouls that he committed. So he's a walking foul committer. So with that being said, guys, I mean, that's why I kind of wanted a new different backup rotation center to back up Deandre Ayton. That's why I said in my last live stream that hopefully they can commit to a trade, getting like a Nick Richards, East Misi, or just like I mentioned in my previous posts before I posted this one with this breaking news of Jaxson Hayes coming back to the Lakers was this. I was hoping the Lakers would go with this route, getting like a Nick Richards, maybe a Mo Wagner. I'm surprised he's still available. I mean, the fact that he hasn't re-signed with the Orlando Magic to rejoin with his brother in Orlando. I mean, I'm surprised, and he is still available. I mean, former Laker, it would have been nice to bring him back, but you know, that would have been a nice opportunity to bring him in. And I think if you guys can see just the size, I mean, 6'11", that would be a solid backup for DeAndre Ayton. And then you have Robert Williams. I personally don't. I mean, I love his skill set. The guy is an amazing defender, a rebounder, a good lob threat. He has all the categories of what you want in a center. But the problem is for him is he's injury prone, unfortunately, when it comes all said and done. So I think I misspoke in my last live stream that he played for only 40 games in 2 years. Is actually 20 games in 2 years. So that's worse because of his availability. You need a guy that needs to be available and be ready to go if somehow injuries do occur. So the availability is what I am cautious about when it comes to Robert Williams. Then you have obviously Thomas Bryant. He's never coming back to the Lakers, especially with how he spoke about the Lakers and how they used him. So, he's never coming back to the Lakers when it comes all said and done. Al Horford, I would have loved to have him as a backup for DeAndre Ayton. Just like I said before, his veteran leadership and experience, former champion and all that. I mean, I personally believe that he would have made a whole lot of difference to what Jaxson Hayes would have brought to the table for the Lakers in the backup role at the center position. But, unfortunately, the Lakers went with Jaxson Hayes. There is Bol 7'3", footer when it comes all said and done. It would have been nice to give him an opportunity to show what he's made of, but I don't know. He's on the last of that list. And, but me personally, It would have been nice to have one of these options, but unfortunately, the Lakers, I guess, were getting fleeced. This is the only way why they went with the plan B of getting Jaxson Hayes back. Because I guess teams were fleecing the Lakers of their asset, potentially telling the Lakers to give them first round pick and Dalton Connect in the trade to get these guys. I mean, that's the only alternative when it comes all said and done. If they were fleecing the Lakers of assets and future, players and all that just to get one backup center, that's only the alternative why Rob Pelinka didn't go all in on a potential trade to get these particular players. And even in free agency, maybe Al Horford was asking for more to join the Lakers if somehow the biannual exception for 5 million was it his to his liking, I guess. So when it comes all said and done. So, but yeah, I mean, I would have loved for these potential options over Jaxson Hayes, but obviously the Lakers went with the plan B, and that was bringing back Jaxson Hayes. And like I said, they share an agent with he shares an agent with Luka Doncic and Deandre Ayton. So the connection is there, and why he is back with the Lakers. So we kind of seen all that throughout the years with Rich Paul and Clutch Sports with LeBron James, and them bringing you know his clients to join the Lakers along with LeBron and all of them. So it's not a big of a surprise and kind of predictable of why they brought back Jaxson Hayes, but at the same time, I mean we've seen it, we appreciated it, but I would have loved to see a whole different fresh start for the backup role at center and not see Jaxson Hayes returning to the Lakers. But it is what it is. He is back with the Lakers now, and now it is, um, when it comes all said and done, it is the situation that we're in right now. When it comes to, the Lakers and resolving their center positions. And the question that I have for all of you, and you see it right there in front of you, should the Lakers well, who should the Lakers target next at the other positions? Now, obviously, with the signing of Jaxson Hayes, they're basically full with their roster spots. I mean, they already have 15 man on their roster with the two-way contracts included, so they're basically full. But they can obviously free up another spot, and that is the Shake Milton position. You can obviously waive him for nothing. It won't cost you, uh, you know, losing money of just waiving him. If anything, he's on a non-guaranteed contract, so that's basically a good opportunity for the Lakers to fill up another roster spot. And also, you can trade the expiring contracts of Gabe Vincent and Maxi Kleva. That is the certain situation of what the Lakers could do to improve the second unit, to improve the point guard position. They obviously need to find a better defensive guard over Gabe Vincent. And I'm saying this again in my last live stream. I mentioned it. I'm going to say it again. We need to move on from Gabe Vincent. That's the bottom line. I mean, I personally think the Lakers should go after the potential, uh, as we all see right here, when it comes all said and done, there's been talks that there have been talks when it comes to the Lakers and them potentially looking for a defensive player. Obviously, 3D caliber player in Andrew Wiggins. But obviously, when you look at what the Miami Heat is asking for, they're basically trying to fleece the Lakers like everyone else is doing. And that is they're asking for Dalton Connect and Rui Hachimura and a first round pick. If anything, if you want to, just give up Dalton Connect and Rui Hachimura just to get Andrew Wiggins, or do the opposite. Do Rui Hachimura and a first round pick. That's the only alternative that I think it's fair to get Andrew Wiggins for. I think you need to add maybe a couple more salaries to that to potentially make that uh, contracts match. And even if not those choices, you can include Gabe Vincent and Maxi Cleva. They're on expiring contracts to make the math work, and maybe throw in a first round pick or maybe 2 second round picks if the Lakers have them to get Andrew Wiggins. That's really the only two offers that I will honestly do to get Andrew Wiggins because I think he will fit very, very well on the Lakers when it comes all said and done. I think he will um, fit very well with LeBron and Anthony, sorry, with Luka Doncic and Deandre Ayton as well when it comes all said and done. So, um, but that's the waiting game now. Obviously, I think they're going to waive Shake Milton without a doubt to fill in another roster spot. Um, obviously finding potential free agents available. Obviously, we all heard about uh, D'Anthony Melton. Obviously, I think he's the best fit for the Lakers when it comes down to his defensive abilities and obviously being the defensive guard that he is. So that's the number one goal. I mean, the Lakers have to look for a defensive guard to potentially, find a good fit, for the Lakers in the rotation. Because, like I said, Gabe Vincent, he is not cutting it. He is not cutting it whatsoever. And I think that, that's the only way to improve this Lakers roster. And we need to. When it comes all said and done, we have to find a better rotational players because obviously it was one of the worst last season. You know, at one point we only played like a 5-man rotation, especially when it comes to playoff time. That was just totally unacceptable. Everyone needs to contribute in every single game and every single playoffs when it comes all said and done. So, my hope is that we find a better point guard, better find a better like rotational players, visa trade, or potentially waiving Shake Milton to find another point guard, or just better rotational players that will fit well with the Lakers team and the rotations and all that when it comes all said and done. So, um, but that's the only thing that I have to honestly bring up here when it comes down to the situation of what the Lakers obviously have to deal with. When it comes down to moving forward now after signing their uh, two centers, and obviously when it came to uh, the other signings that we had when it came to where's he at? Where's he at? There we go. No, sorry, there we go. With Shake, with Jake, uh, you know, Leverte, Larat, Lavera, Shake Lavera, joining the Lakers on a 2-year, $12 million deal. Other than that, Lakers are just a point guard and just hopefully just better rotational players to away from being competitive in the Western Conference. I mean, that's the goal. Everyone is improving this season to be better going into next season with the Denver Nuggets, with the OKC Thunder. They're already good as they are right now. They didn't make a lot of moves or any moves really to improve the teams because they're already set where they're at. Um, then you have the Rockets. So basically, the Lakers are tied with maybe if you look at seed wise with the teams that I mentioned, the Lakers at this point are probably within the 4th seed all the way down to the play-in. So just competing with those teams and just all the best ones are just doing pretty well for themselves of how they're going to compete in the Western Conference. So if the Lakers want to be in those particular conversations to be competitive within those 3 best teams going into next season, they have to. They had to improve what their expectations and be competitive in the Western Conference. So, um, that's my hope. That's my hope for the Lakers when it comes all said and done, guys. I mean, at this point, it is a bit of a waiting game situation. What they have to do to improve this roster after signing their 2 centers and Jake. Lavera, joining the Lakers and all that. So, they still need to make some more improvements in the rotational roles. If possible, if they can make a trade to improve this roster, you know, trade away Gabe Vincent and Maxi Cleva and get some better, get a better point guard or get a better shooting guard or something. Because obviously, guys, we just have to improve just one position, and that is the point guard. Get a defensive guard, whatever you have to do. And obviously you have to waive Shake Milton because yeah, he's not going to be part of this Lakers future moving forward, and it's not going to cost you anything for waiving him. So you know, obviously you have that when it comes all said and done for the Lakers. So, but the Lakers could obviously discuss another trade scenario with the Miami Heat again. They can revisit the opportunity of getting Andrew Wiggins. I would love to have Andrew Wiggins on the team. You don't have to give a lot. You basically they're asking for a lot, but you don't have to really give up a lot to get him. I mean, you could just throw in Rui Hachimura and Dalton Connect and maybe a couple of second round picks or something like that to get him. I think that's just too much for first round pick and Dalton Connect. I mean, that's basically two first round picks to get Andrew Wiggins. I mean, I just think that's a bit too much on the Lakers side of things to get him. But with the asset that they don't really have a lot to give out, I think personally it would be nice to see what the Lakers can do with doing whatever they can to get Andrew Wiggins. Then there's also the point guard position, as I already mentioned. They can go into free agency and get uh, DeAnthony Melton to join the Lakers just by freeing up a roster spot, like I said, with Shake Milton, and just get uh, DeAnthony Melton to join the Lakers. I think he'll be a nice fit in the rotation behind uh, Luka Doncic. I just hope that he just stays healthy. But if the Lakers want to go in the trade route, they could potentially just go for potentially just get um, I'm not sure who's available. Maybe they get like a Marcus Smart. I've been hearing a lot of rumors about the Lakers targeting, Marcus Smart, but it sort of makes me see if Washington will make the trade with the Lakers. Hopefully, they don't fleece the Lakers or anything, but it seems like that's the goal of every single team when they try to want to trade with the Lakers. Is that okay? Sure, just throw in the first round pick. That's the only alternative that what they want to do to try to fleece the Lakers. But I don't know. It sort of makes me seen. I think you get a Marcus Smart, or you can go in free agency, get it like Chris Paul, or just somebody who will bring some better, skill sets and better defensive side of the ball at the point guard position than what Gabe Vincent has been showing us for the past 2 years, which is obviously not the best. Obviously, we can excuse his first year because he was mainly injured for most of the majority of the season in 2022 and 2023, or maybe it was 23 and 24. I might be mistaken, um, but you have that type of situation with him. The second year, sure, we saw some glimpses here and there, but he was not consistent. So we had to improve. We had to improve on the center position when it comes all said and done, guys. So, oh, sorry, at the point guard position, we're already good with the center position, but you know, it's been a talk. So obviously, the Lakers have resolved that. So when it comes all said and done, so. But yeah, guys, I mean, I really do appreciate the continued love and support you guys have shown me all over social media. It doesn't seem like anybody is going to comment in this live stream, so I'm probably going to end this live stream. But if you guys are still watching, please give me your thoughts about the Lakers and their roster and what they should do to improve this roster after signing the key players at the position at the center position. What's next for the Lakers? Obviously, the point guard position. Who do you think they should sign? Do you think they should sign Anthony Melton, or do you think they should go trade for a point guard, Marcus Smart, or maybe somebody that I'm missing out? or sign Chris Paul. I mean, at this point, it's so up in the air on what the Lakers could potentially do when it comes to improving the roster at the point guard position, because that's now the other agenda. We're good with the center position. Now we have to look for another point guard because Gabe Vincent is not cutting it. I want him gone. I really don't want him to be part of the Lakers' future moving forward into next season. And also Maxi Cleveland, I think he's going to be, a wasted, position where he's at. He's more of a power forward slash center, but I don't know. From one game, I just wasn't really so impressed on what he will bring to the table for the Lakers. So, if you can get rid of those two guys and get somebody better part of the rotation, I think it will work wonders for the Lakers when it comes all said and done. So, but guys, I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below. What do you think? Who should the Lakers target next after signing Deandre Ayton and Jaxson Hayes? Um, who you think the Lakers should target? I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below. Like this video or this live stream, and of course, subscribe to ZSN on YouTube. Once again, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. I really appreciate the continued love support you guys have shown me all over social media, and of course on this channel, ZSN on YouTube. Let's continue to grow this channel, guys, because we're love support, and with you showing that support, we can obviously grow this channel to the highest heights. And if anything newsworthy that breaks when it comes to certain roster moves or potential signees, because obviously we need to add more to this Lakers roster when it comes all said and done. And if anything like that happens, I will be uploading videos, and if obviously I'll go live again for all of you to know about my thoughts and my opinions. And when it comes all said and done, guys, it's hopefully the Lakers will continue to improve this roster by the time we reach next season, hopefully. So please give me your thoughts. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.